This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Morris. Finds his man, it's Thomas. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Cavaliers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Morris. They're working that left side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little screen to the running back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia!
Number 21.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
7, Syracuse, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. You've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Orange will have to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Morris. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They just keep firing. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And they'll just down it right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion. Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
You know, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the deep
breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Morris. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock it down for a big loss. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep chalking him out there.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Ross Simmons. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying play action. With the catch, it's Nixon. There he goes. That is just a a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll send out the kicker here.
Number 96 on the field goal.
Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Morris. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Going to swing it on second down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Out routes are timing routes, and the QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cavaliers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. sends it back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Willis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. The short hands. It's Ross Simmons. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
What a great grab. This guy has been unstoppable all game long. Wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. And I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force feed you the football.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, it was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Morris. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, Let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Got a little space. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The give out of the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times it's running backs first, miss tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The Cavaliers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short on first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Cavaliers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He gets it in! Touchdown, Virginia! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Virginia, 24. Syracuse, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Already find a hole in that secondary. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around and they'll have to go back to work. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now on second down for this offense.
Second down.
We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Cook. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Nixon. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gibson on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quickly complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. USF sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Tampa. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the grab. It's Gill. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Ross Simmons. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the run, it's Lewis. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Looking for a crease, it's Lewis. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Nixon. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
they'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The give on the option. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.